It's happened. Keir Starmer's worst nightmare has just happened. He's had a bad few weeks, scandal after scandal, and there's another scandal, by the way, in the papers. But Angela Rayner has put her head above the parapet and called for him to go. The Mail on Sunday. Rayner, it's now or never to kick out Keir. She's a powerful voice. She's loved on the further left of the Labour Party. She's the favourite to be the next Prime Minister. It says, as PM faces crunch sleeves vote, former deputy plots her number 10 push with allies. The question is, how many MPs are going to be behind her? What does this start? Keir Starmer will be eating his breakfast this morning and sweating. He's going to be worried because she's a powerful force. She's got so much support on the left. He's running out of road. And as we said, it's not if, it's when Keir Starmer goes. I'd like him to go straight away. I know what's coming in is possibly worse. But I think this destabilises Labour terribly. And it could mean that we see an earlier election, maybe late 27, early 28. But Angela Rayner, she's made a move. And as those in political circles say, the herd is now moving. How does he deal with it? Because there's a quote in one of these newspapers which shows he's delusional. I do not think he lives in the real world at all. Keir Starmer for me is like a robot, a soulless, monotonous bore of a man. Let's see. The Sunday Telegraph. PM's failure to disclose US meeting broke code of conduct, they say. Another problem. A big problem as well. So Keir Starmer's briefing with Manderson client was not logged in official register. Now this is over a meeting with the company Palantir, a highly controversial company that is getting blamed for so much. But even the head of the Greens, Zach Polanski, is spreading all sorts of conspiracy theories about Palantir. This is a terrible, terrible look for Keir Starmer. He's himself described it as a meeting, but number 10 are coming out batting for him again, saying it wasn't a meeting, it was an event. He looks like he's lying yet again. And look, if it is a breach of the ministerial code, he has to go. By his own standards. Remember what he said about Boris. It's another problem for Keir Starmer. He's running out of road. The Sunday Times. Oh, this is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. After all we've just spoke about over the last 3 or 4 minutes. PM. I will fight next election, he says. Defiant Starmer says most MPs still back him. Most, he says. A minister says loss of 1,500 seats will trigger a crisis. Obviously, that's relating to the local elections where a wipeout is predicted. But Keir Starmer, let me just repeat this for you now. He's so deluded that he believes he will fight the next election. Who's speaking to this man? Who's advising him? He's not in the real world. I don't know anyone that has anything good to say about Keir Starmer. And also, I know a few Labour MPs, and they don't have a good word to say about him either. Oh my God. Would you, the desperation, would you say that, knowing what is coming? I want him out straight away. I know the word within the Labour Party, from what I'm getting, is to get him to step down, but gradually. Could even be August or September, like a long process. But for me, that it has to be quicker than that. So many scandals, so many problems. Let's just get rid and start again. Next up, The Independent. PM are negative on the doorstep, say Labour mayors. No shit. Sorry for my language, but no shit. As I've just said, no one I know has a good word to say about Keir Starmer. His Ipsos ratings, his personal ratings, are the worst of any Prime Minister going back to 1970 odd. He's the most hated Prime Minister of my lifetime and beyond. Of course there's negativity on the doorstep. They're putting up taxes to the highest level they've ever been in this country. He's destabilised the economy. Small businesses are folding at record rates. Crime spiralling out of control. And he labels many of us far right simply for wanting strong borders. The man doesn't have a strong opinion on anything. He wavers to which way he thinks are getting more votes. A human rights lawyer as our Prime Minister is a disaster. He takes the side of foreign criminals over you or I. Of course, they're negative on the doorstep. It says here the party's city leaders fear a local election wipeout and warn that repeated U-turns, failure to communicate successes and the psychodrama of Mandelson scandal are pushing voters away. Good riddance. Anyone wants to vote Labour that watches this, go and look in the mirror, please. And while you're watching this, if you think Labour are doing a good job. The Sunday Express. Red Arrow's jets must be British. It says Red Arrow's daredevils have demanded that they fly British planes. Yeah, they're iconic. I remember growing up, looking up into the sky and being in awe of the Red Arrows. They're they symbolise being British, a heritage. Why would they want to fly foreign planes? Come on, let's have a bit of pride in this country again. Not let's just go for the cheapest plane that we can get that does the job. Let's support British industry. The Mirror. Campaigners urge King to order Andrew to give evidence. Pressure mounts over Epstein scandal ahead of the royals' US visit. Yes, I know it's his brother. And I am certain, it is my opinion, so I don't want to get sued, that the King has known a lot more than we have over the past few years. I think he knows what his brother is. I think Prince Andrew is a dirty old man. I can't prove any of the underage stuff, so I won't make allegations. But I would not leave Prince Andrew around my kids. No way. I think he's sleazy, smarmy, and rude. And people I've spoke to, I've bumped into a few people that have done security for the royals or royal events and say he is a disgusting, arrogant piece of shit. Basically, was what they said to me. So yes, the King should give his brother up, especially with some of the allegations out there against Epstein and what possibly he could have known. Get him out there. I'd put him on the first flight. Good riddance, Prince Andrew. Right, the Daily Star. I'm a celebrity host. Get me out of here quick. Now, I'm not going to pretend to you that I've been watching this. I haven't. I actually know Jimmy Bullard. He's quite a funny guy. He's very full on, by the way. But he's a big character. And apparently he's had a bust up with Ant and Dec because of the way he's been portrayed. There's rumours and allegations that they've portrayed the winner, Adam Thomas, as a bit of a saint, where certain scenes may have made him look pretty bad if they were put out there, and instead they've turned it on Jimmy Bullard and David Hay. But look, I haven't watched it, so I couldn't comment on that. But all I will say is Jimmy Bullard is a big character, and I can see why Ant and Dec have wanted to get out of there, because he don't shut up. Once he's on you, he don't shut up, especially if he's had a drink. Look, something different on the Daily Star. Oh, and the Sun's gone with it as well. I'm a celeb chaos, they go with. Jimmy. Ant and Dec stitch me up. And then you've got Adams' missus blasts vile display. The headline is Pack of Vultures. Do I care? No, I haven't watched it. I'm sure those that do watch it will be reading that paper with interest. But the only time I would be interested in I'm a Celeb is if I was paid loads of money to go on there. So if any of you are watching this, put me on there. That is the papers. That is the roundup. Hope you have a great Sunday. I'm off to the marathon to support a very close family friend and others. And I wish everyone taking part the best. I couldn't do it. I don't even like driving 25 miles. So if you can run that, I salute you. And all the charities, all the people running for people they've lost, fantastic. You're special people. And if it gets hard, remember why you're doing it. That is a memory and an achievement you will never, ever forget. Good luck, everyone. I'll be there clapping. See you tomorrow.